So let's go over this again, Ross. Everything is going to be alright. Now, apparently you know about everything. Did you ask everything if he's going to be alright? And what did everything say? Did everything say that everything would be alright? Or did everything say that not quite everything about him would be alright? Maybe everything was feeling a little bit off that day. So not quite everything about everything was going all that dandily. But you like to tell me that everything will be alright, right? You too, Ross. I mean, you read. Everything will be alright. So apparently you know about everything when you speak. I mean, after all, you're telling me all about everything. You're telling me that everything will be alright. Well, putting aside the fact that you, as far as I know, do not have the power to predict the future, putting that aside, let's say you did have the power to predict the future, about the future being alright. Let's say you did. But would you be able to say that everything will be alright? Well, you have to know what everything is before you can pass comment upon it in this situation. You can't say everything's going to be alright, even if you could see the future, because you also have to have infinite knowledge to speculate upon everything. To more than speculate on, to positively assert any characteristic about everything. You must know what everything is. And think of all the things in everything. Or think of everything in everything. You know all about those, right? You know about the great it of everything that's made up of those everythings. Each and everything in everything. You know all about that, right? So you're qualified, therefore. You have a degree in everything. You have like a postgraduate, post-PhD, advanced graduate degree in everything. So therefore, when you tell me everything's going to be alright, I should accept it, right? Because Ross says so. So thank you for telling me. Now I won't worry. Now I won't think even. Now I won't... The future, present, there's nothing to worry about because everything's going to be alright. But you know, do I care about everything? I'm curious. Why should I? I mean, after all, everything doesn't particularly care about me. Who the fuck is everything anyway, you know? Where does this guy get off being so important to me that I have to feel that he's going to be alright? Why should I have to worry about everything all the time? Or why should I not have to? Why should it bother me so much that I have to be told not to worry about it? Everything shouldn't even be an issue in my life because after all, I'm not an issue in everything's life. Everything doesn't worry, is Matthew going to be... He doesn't say to himself everything when he's not feeling well, Matthew's going to be alright. Like I'm supposed to say everything's going to be alright when I feel bad. When everything feels bad, does he say Matthew's going to be alright? No. So why should I say everything's going to be alright? What does he care for me? You see, everything and I have nothing to do with each other. We never did. We never will. I don't think we're going to bump tracks too often either. So as far as I'm concerned, everything can go to hell. Everything can go to hell. Now, I don't know if hell can fit everything in it. In theory, it's not supposed to, at least. But, and then of course there's the famous it is going to be alright. This is all AA, obviously. Yariv likes to tell me it's going to be alright. He used to say that kind of mournfully and mourningly and mournfully. It'll all be all right, he'd say, looking down at the ground, as though he knows that I'm supposed to trust him on faith. Faith. Because he has, what, how many years without a drink? I don't know. I'm so stupid that I need your read to confirm that it, the great it, is going to be all right. Thank you, sir, for telling me all about it. I appreciate that. Is there any difference between it, in your case, and everything in Ross's? I mean, we're really talking about the same thing, aren't we? It and everything. It is like a cumulative pronoun, a cumulative reference that includes, it seems, everything. I mean, you're not saying this part is going to be all right, or that aspect of things will be all right, or today or tomorrow. You're not specifying either time, place, time or place, or the characteristics, other kinds of characteristics. Right? You're not specifying any of those. So when you say it, since you're declining to specify what it, the pronoun it, refers to, I can only assume fairly that you mean everything. Right? Either you mean everything or nothing. One or the other. And since it is something, I would imagine you mean everything. Unless, would you tell me about it, please? What specifically do you mean when you say it will be all right? Which it are you referring to? I'd like to know. Which it are you referring to? Is there only one it, and you know all about this it? And therefore, when you tell me this one it will be all right, well, okay, great. Hey, man. No problem, right? So, it, the great it in the sky. It. You've got it, which clearly means everything. A generalized kind of quasi-mystical or whatever term to describe the great totality of everything. It will be all right. It. What is this it? I mean, it seems insubstantial. It lacks substance. It's some kind of aura or condition, some kind of spiritual condition or state of affairs in the universe. Kind of a cosmic state of affairs. Right? A cosmic condition. It will be all right. Because we, man, are part of the universe. Well, I must admit I am receiving some comfort now saying that. Maybe I ought to say that more often. It will be all right. It will be all right. After all, we do care about it. We want you to be all right, it. Just like we want everything to be all right, it. And to you, everything, we want it to be all right as well. Because if it is everything and everything is it, then if one of you is fucked, well, then the other one's having problems also. So if you got problems, everything's got problems, and everything, if you've got problems, it's got problems. Alright, maybe I should just become this cosmic spiritualist, this cosmic thinker, wanderer, player, playfuler. Maybe I should. Who knows? It, say goodnight to everything. Everything, say goodnight to it. And remember, you're not all that different after all. God loves you both. bye-bye everything, bye-bye it, and vice versa again, ad infinitum, so that there is no unfairness. Good night, and good luck.